Hi and welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you have visited before. My name is Angela and this is the 6th episode of my series that it's called What's on My Needles. And here I share all my personal and sometimes business related crafts. Today is August 18th. It is Monday. I usually record my videos on Monday and then I edit them on Tuesday and I upload them on Tuesday or Wednesday. Today I wanted to take a little bit of time to reintroduce myself. I have seen that there are a few new subscribers and I'm very, very grateful for that. I am grateful for any view and any subscriber, any like. It really warms my heart and I wanted to thank you. And yeah, if you want to skip this reintroduction and jump into the What's on My Needles series, I will put in a time that you can do that. And today I will be sharing a cast on party. But let's take a little bit of time. My name is Angela. I was born in the Czech Republic and I'm 43 years old. I have fell in love with herbalism when I was a kid with my first lemon balm tea, and I have been passionate about herbalism ever since, and I have studied herbalism in all the countries that I lived in: Czech Republic, England, Italy, and now United States. I live in Colorado at this time. I also own a small business where I have lots of herbal products, mainly skincare, some salves and tinctures. And I have been making skincare for about 15 years. And yeah, I was just tired of long ingredients lists where nothing made sense, and products being full of chemicals and full of filler ingredients that don't really do anything for you. And yeah, so I decided to make my own skincare line. I use all the products that I make, and I grow most of the herbs myself. Every time I make a video, I usually share a little snippet of how the garden is doing, so you can see a lot of herbs in my garden. I have big plans for my brand, for my little business, but one step at a time. It is not easy to get your name out there nowadays, but I am enjoying markets that I do and enjoying meeting people, like-minded people. Please let me know if you have any questions. It's kind of hard for me to talk about myself. I am definitely an introvert, and I don't like to brag or anything like that. So yeah, let's jump into the cast-on party, because I have made or started lots of projects that I am very excited about. If you have seen my previous episodes, you know that I made a pact with myself not to cast on any projects unless I make a project bag, because I got tired of all the plastic that I've been using. And I also made a video about how I made my project bags. If you're interested, I will link it down below in the description box. It's a pretty beginner-friendly project. But let's start. So the first one that I wanted to share, I made a little pouch, and this is my on-the-go project that I keep in my purse and in my car, and it is a free sock pattern. I think it's Ariose socks. I haven't done much, and I am using this yarn, which is it's called Panda Wool. It's 46% bamboo, 43% wool, and 11% nylon. I have thrifted this yarn. You can see it was $2. I got 2 yarn balls, and I really like this turquoise color. All I have done is just the ribbing on the top so far. And I had my little helper. I will add a video. I had a quality control while I was casting on this project. Yeah. So that's the first one. It comes into, my needles were 2.5 millimeter needles, and this pattern comes in 2 sizes. One size includes 36 to 39, and the second size includes 40 to 43. I have 37 European, which is about 6.5 American size, so I started the smaller size. You can also decide if you want the pattern to go all around or if you want it just up front. Let me see if there is another picture without giving away too much. Well, I can't give away as much as I want because it's a free pattern. Okay. So you can decide if you want the pattern to go all across or if you want it to be just the front of the sock. And I will do the all around. So that's my first cast on. Next one, I have shared in my last episode the yarn that I have bought in Denver. and I could not wait to cast on this project. I was so excited. Love the look of it. And here it is. Let me show you a little closer. Oh, I'm totally in love with it. So this is the Odele top, and this top is bottom up in two pieces, the front and the back. And I have decided to use circular needles and work bottom up and around. I have also picked the second size, which was finished measurement of 40 inches because it so my best size is 35 inches, but the description says that they advise 4 to 6 inches of positive ease. So I went for the 40 inches measurement. I have also remembered, so in one of my past episodes, I have shared my summer top and how I wasn't happy with the cast on because it was too tight and it was kind of tighter than the rest of the top. And I like long tail cast on, but I remembered when I was a kid and when I self-taught how to knit from books, I remember that the cast on that they have described was made on 2 needles, and then you pull one of the needles out, and that way you have much bigger first row. I did that with my socks too. You probably saw it in the video. So I did it here too because it's supposed to be quite relaxed top, and I didn't want it to be tight at the bottom. So you can see it has a little bit of give at the bottom, and it's not tighter than the rest of the knitting. This is also a plant based yarn. It's 100% linen, and it doesn't have any elasticity like wool yarn would have, so it just doesn't go anywhere. So I wanted to just make sure that the bottom is not going to be too tight. And let me show the yarn that I have chosen. So it's the Fibra Natura Flux, and it is 100% linen, DK weight, and this is the color 09. I'm not sure if Robin is the name of the color. And even focusing. So I am doing one strand of this yarn and one strand of this gorgeous thing. It has a tiny little, we call them sequins in it. So I'm holding one and one strand, and this is from Rico Design. It's Creative Make It Blution. And this is in color 002. and it's 100% lyocell, which I think is viscose. So this is how far I have gotten with this project, and the needles are 3.75. Yeah, I'm really excited about this one, and I think I have worked on this one the most so far. And I do realize it's almost end of the summer and I'm working on all summer tops, but we might be going to Mexico for a vacation in January, February, something like that. So it will, all my tops hopefully will be ready by then. Let's see. Next one. It's the Cozy, no, it's the SeedyTop from Cozy Knits. And it's another top that it's made, no, this one is worked top down. And you start with the back. And then, let me show you. And you start with the back. And then here you pick up stitches for the front strap on each side. I really like the pattern. It is not an easy easy pattern. You really have to pay attention, especially at the beginning. I think that once the back and the front are together and you work in the round, it's going to be much easier. But you kind of start with casting on just a few stitches, and you are not only establishing this pattern, but you also adding new stitches every row on each side, making sure that you keep up with the pattern and you don't mess up. And here again, just like I had a trouble with my number 4, is it number 4? With number 4 camisole, one side you can see the border has a relaxed knit stitch, and the other side it's pretty tight. I don't know. I'm not sure how to fix that, and I don't know why it's just one side. It's just silly. Anyway, this is how far I have gotten. I got a part, I finished the part where the increases are made for the front strap, and now I am working about 5 centimeters just straight, and then you start increases for the armholes. I have picked the size small. It comes in 6 sizes, from extra small to double extra large. And even this one is recommended with 3 centimeters of negative ease all the way to 5 centimeters of positive ease. I have chosen this yarn. And another story, I bought 3 bowls of this yarn in a shop that I have visited a while ago, and it is 77% cotton and 23% silk, and it is a DK weight yarn, and I'm working on 4mm needles, and I knew I'm not gonna have enough, so I have 3 bowls of yarn of this one, which is, and I believe this is an older version of this yarn because it has a little bit less silk in it. has 22% silk, and the newer one theoretically has 23%. So I ordered 2 more balls on Etsy, and this yarn traveled all the way from Poland, and when I got it, the color is not the same. So the older one is slightly darker. So besides the fact that there is a pattern, is it pattern? Yeah, a stitch or a pattern that you need to keep up with. And there is also the increases that you need to keep up with. I have also decided to alternate this yarn and make 2 rows of the newer one and 4 rows of the older one, because I only have 3 balls of the old and 2 balls of the new, so I have to use more of the older one, less of the new one. I hope all that makes sense. But anyway, I made it super complicated for myself. I'm trying to keep track, writing down everything when I need to change and where I am and so on and so forth. But besides the fact that it really needs a lot of attention at this time, I am enjoying working on it. And that's this one. Okay. Next one I am really excited about is the Lavender tank top by Jenny Williams. Haven't gotten very far. This is another top that it's worked bottom up, and it's made in 2 pieces, front and back. And if you see, I don't want to give away too much, but I will add pictures so you can see that the stitch or the lace, it's up front in the middle and then it's on the sides, and the front piece ends after the lace on the sides, so it's much bigger than the back piece, which is all stockinette. And I'm working in around, and I have also decided that I only want the front lace. I didn't want the ones on the sides. This is another yarn that I have bought in a shop that I have visited a while ago, and I bought 2 balls of that yarn, and then of course found out that I'm not going to have enough for any of the projects that I wanted to make, so I have ordered 2 more, and there were different colors. Even the balls themselves were from different baths or different lots, but small difference. So I'm using the ones that I have ordered online because they're a little bit darker and like them a little bit better. And then if I run out, I wouldn't mind if the straps on the top are made with the lighter color. We'll see how it's all a little bit of a mess. But lesson learned, by more, not less. I haven't gotten very far with this one either, and at 4 inches I believe you start some decreases on the sides because the top is a little bit tapered for the waistline. I haven't really decided if I want to do that or not, and I am making the second size, I think, which is 34 inches and a quarter, I think. Maybe I'm making the third one. No, the second size, yeah. And I am working on 3.5 millimeter needles. Let me show you the yarn. The yarn is Zoe. It's from Juniper Moon Farm. I do believe this one comes from Spain. Yeah, it's from Spain. It's a color 22, which is luscious. I do believe that this color has been discontinued. So no muss. And it's 60% cotton and 40% linen. Something to say about this yarn. I do think that the darker strand is the linen and the fluff is the cotton. I don't know if you can see it. If my camera will focus on it. And sometimes, let me see if I can find a piece. Here it is. There is no fluff. There is just that darker strand. And then there is lots of fluff and so on. So the thickness of the yarn is not consistent, but I do like it. I was worried for a minute that the lace would get lost because it is a little bit of a textured yarn, but so far you can see it quite well. We'll see later on what it's gonna look like. Yeah, I really like the color and everything so far. That's my I'm like a kid, but that's another of my projects that I'm working on. Oh, also, I don't know if you have noticed, but my little stitch markers, I make these. You can actually find them in my shop if you're interested. Last one so far, and this one I do believe I am going to frog, and because I think that the yarn is too thin for the project. It is the Streamline Tang. I have made this top before, but then I washed it and it shrank, so it's a little too short for me. I did the extra small size, and I used the Kubu yarn from Lion brand yarn, in the same color and everything. And I think that I will like to get different color and make the top again, but I would like to do it in a round. It's another top that it's made bottom up in two parts, front and back. So I actually started, so I casted on this one too. This is another yarn that is 100% linen, and I think it's not growing as fast as it should. I have also done the bottom edge the same way, so I added one extra needle, and you can actually pull it apart when you do that, and as you can see, it's not hugging in, so it's nice and open. But I don't know, I don't like the look of it. I am not very happy with it. And this is another yarn that I have bought in the shop that I went to, and I got 3. bowls, which was 150 grams. And then I ordered 2 online, and the color is completely different. So the one that I have bought in the store, it's white, and the one that I have ordered online came in and it's kind of an off-white. I was thinking that when I find a project that it's more suitable for this yarn, it calls for 3 to 4 millimeter needles. I think I could get away with 3 millimeter needles. I am working on 4 millimeter needles or 3.5. You can see it's quite see-through also, but I do like the drape. I don't know. I have to find something different yarn, and then I will decide what to do. Oh, different project, not different yarn. And then I will decide what I want to do with it and what size of needles I want to use. Anyway, what I want to try is to dye this yarn black, which I think should get rid of the discrepancy. Black is black, right? And hopefully it would look the same on the white one and on the off-white. I really like black garments, and I don't have that many of them. That's the last one that I have already started, but I made a couple more project bags. I made this one, which I'm really happy about. So I made it with this thrifted fabric, and then I have used a fabric that I had for a long time since I have lived in Italy, and it's on the inside and at the bottom. Sorry. And yeah, it's a kind of a almost fabric that you would have a tote bag made out of, but little less heavy, if that makes sense. It's kind of, I don't know. Anyway, here I have ready to be cast on this project. I have made my camisole number 4 from my favorite things already once, but I want to make it with this yarn right here, Troubeau from Lion brand. It is 100% rayon from bamboo, which I think that Lyocell, like I've found on the other label, is rayon. I think it's the same thing, just depends what language. I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, I already have the yarn, and I have my needles in here, 3.5, so that's ready to be cast on. And my last project for the end of the summer, this is another thrifted fabric, and I have made this bag with it. So happy. I really like this fabric, and the tote bag came out really cute. What do you think? I think this is gonna be a perfect size for either travel, multiple projects, or winter projects, sweaters, or maybe even a blanket. But right now, what I have in here, I made a zipper inside, and there's no pockets or anything, but it's lined with the same fabric that I was telling you about before. So it's double layered, And here I have my last purchase that I have made from Wool and Company, an online shop. I have ordered from them before. Super happy. The yarn is still waiting. That's another summer project that I want to make. I have the needles for it and everything, but I really want to make this cardigan for mid-season. Here it is. It's the Yarden cardigan from Morocco, and it's designed by Amy Christoffers. I really like this cardigan, but I can't cast it on yet because all my 3.75 millimeter needles are busy at this time. I have 2 sets of those circular needles, and one of them has the shawl on it that I'm still working on, and the other one has the, what is it called? The lavender tank top on it. So as soon as one of those are done, or maybe I just buy another pair of circular needles. I don't know. We shall see. Yeah. That's all about my new projects that I'm working on at the moment. Like I said, today it's Monday. It is the only day that I don't go to work. I'm also a physical therapist assistant. I work in a facility that it's a senior living. We have assisted living portion of the building. Will also have long-term care, rehab, and memory care. So I work with the geriatric population. It is rewarding, and it's not always easy, but I love my coworkers. I love most of the residents and most of my patients, and most of the time it's a good feeling to know that you can help someone, and every day there is a lesson to be learned, either from our residents or from the job itself. And yeah, the biggest lesson is definitely don't wait to do what you love, because you never know how much time you have left. So, like I said, today is Monday, and this is the only day that I dedicate to my small business. I have another big market coming up soon. I also have a little trip coming up soon. I'm going to go to Salem. Hopefully, I will not burn on the stake and I will come back. And I am planning on visiting a little yarn shop there, of course. So maybe I will buy the 3.75 millimeter needles there if I haven't finished one of my projects before then. And I have to roll up my sleeves and go over everything I have. Look at my inventory and work on my small business and getting my inventory up for the big upcoming market, Veg Fest in September in Denver. And yeah, thank you so much if you have made it this far. And please let me know if you have any questions. I am always happy to help. And consider subscribing, consider visiting my online shop. And until next time, I hope your life is filled with happiness. Bye.